2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. So we're right around halfway through the season. Jack, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system, you have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say, do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you.
I
understood it. I understood
All right.
it.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off, coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. So glad you could join us here in Brooklyn, the home of the Nets. And, of course, Brandon Ingram. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the fallout from the Nets trade with the Celtics in 2013, of course, is still being felt all around the league, and GMs are very reluctant now to surrender first-round picks unless they receive major league talent in return. Nobody out there wants to be embarrassed, Kevin, on or off the floor.
Yeah, some lean years in Brooklyn, partially as a result of that transaction. David, as always, thank you. Well, we got plenty of youth on both sides. Clark, what's it like to be part of an up-and-coming team in this league?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a mixed bag. I think it's both very exciting and on occasion extremely frustrating because you don't know what you don't know, and the lack of experience sometimes is more prevalent with young teams than more experienced ones. So watching both of these teams develop over time is really going to be fun to see how their journey plays out.
These coaches will need a lot of patience, though, and the veterans on the team, too.
Exactly, both ways. You're right.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma is out there with LeBron James, and it's Davis in at center.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to LeVert. The three. Drills it from outside. LeVert's got his first 3 points of the game.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes, you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Allen outside. Back to Russell. And stolen by LeBron. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. LeVert the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Took him no time at all on that one. Hollis Jefferson's got his first 2 points.
And that is a shot that Hollis Jefferson continues to improve upon over time, and that's a good sign of things to come.
Poked loose. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Here's LeVert following the basket by Anthony Davis. LeVert the pass to Allen. Pulls it up. Again, the Nets for two. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Caldwell Pope outside. Now the pass to LeBron. Over Prince. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Caldwell Pope. James has got his second bucket of the night. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Kuzma against Prince. Back to Russell. Launches it. The shot misses. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice this season. And last year, they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said. These regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
James. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Could easily have been an and one there. James converting through the contact.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. To the middle. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Gotta like how they've come out here. I mean, connecting on 4 of their first 5 shots. Yes, that's good.
Now here's LeBron. He's guarded closely. To the paint. Here's Davis. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Russell against Rondo. Russell kicks to Allen. To the middle. Here's Prince. Russell trying to free himself up. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Lakers leading by 3. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. So for the Nets, Davis is checked in for Allen. Harris comes in for Taurean Prince. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. And the Lakers also making a switch. Stevenson's checked in. Caldwell Pope outside. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Now here's Kuzma following the shot by Ed Davis. Over Harris. And again, no good by the Lakers. Nets trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without fouling.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Well, you look at D'Angelo Russell, and this season and last season, I really think it was just about maturing, and that goes with all young players in this league. It's a process. I thought he needed to get away from L.A. and the episode he had there with his teammates, and I think he's now more focused and knows more of what it takes to be successful in the NBA.
And for Russell, he had maturing to do, Clark, off the court, but he has also showed maturation in his game on the floor as well.
Yeah, it's a natural progression for guys who are eager to get better and take constructive criticism seriously. He doesn't force it as much on offense now. He knows the importance of being efficient with the ball and not spectacular.
Here is Russell following the basket by Lance Stevenson. Russell dishes to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Davis has got his first points of the game.
Bit of an oversized playmaking guard allows Russell to see over and around defenders. Great look there.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Shabazz Napier's checked in for Russell. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Lakers. Here's Harris. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Kept alive. Here's Muscala. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Really active down there, imposing his will and force and seeing his efforts pay off.
Here's Dinwiddie. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. At the elbow, Williams. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Muscala. Swiped it away. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Lakers leading by 3. Stevenson outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. James in the post. Guarded by Harris. And James gets it to go. James has got 8.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Out left to the wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
I can't find an excuse for letting Dinwiddie get this positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you're toast.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Stevenson outside. Back to LeBron. Looking for McGee. Gets it there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now, here's Napier. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. 6 to shoot. High post shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Now, here is Muscala. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Napier passes to Dinwiddie. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dinwiddie's got his second basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Stevenson outside. Passes it to Bullock. Kicks it to James. Shot clock at 6. Stevenson finds Muscala. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Now here's Napier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fires from deep. Bullock with the rebound. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Washington. Los Angeles with another miss.
If you're a pro, you got to drain that shot. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. The defense left him wide open. Pros make those.
To the paint. Williams dishes to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And, you know, last season the Nets saw a lot of improvement as a group, in large part due to several talent jumps by players on their roster. Organic development, we call that. Overall, just great growth from the young group on the Nets.
Now here's Napier. Following the miss by Lance Stevenson. Harris kicks to Davis. From downtown, Harris's shot is off.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
The Lakers in the lead. Bullock with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And James with the basket on the assist by Chandler.
Timeout.
And that's now 11 points for LeBron.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Clark, obviously everyone's looking for talent, but talk about some of the players whose work ethic sets them apart in your mind.
Jimmy Butler's work ethic, I think, made him into an all-star. Obviously had good size and athleticism, but refined his offensive game and is now a multi-time all-star, and his work ethic is top level. Any of the guys that you've seen impact their teams or come from low draft positions or undrafted, Patrick Beverley, how about him as a guy that you look at and say, man, this guy's work ethic has really made the difference in his career.
And here is Williams after LeBron James hitting the three. Good, nice play there from Napier. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Rondo passes to LeBron. Count that one. James has got 13.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
Nets trail by 3. Now Napier. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Prince kicks to Napier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. The Lakers second.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
And he knocks down the first one. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
And both free throws good for Napier. And although the Nets have improved, Clark, they still have some areas that have traditionally given them some trouble.
Well, when you're a team that struggled to win consistently, there are a lot of holes and chinks in your armor. They only play okay defense and don't create a lot of turnovers. And the turnover game is usually in favor of the opponent with them. They have the talent to be a good defensive team. I think they just have to be a little more focused and intense at that end of the floor.
Now here's Williams after LeBron James's miss. And here's Prince outside. Knocked loose, taken away by Williams. Out to the wing, the baseline J. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. There's 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Right side Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 8 points.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be back with you shortly. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man, just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Chandler out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Davis in at the 5 down low. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
The Nets making a switch here. Russell's checked in.
A moment now to see the stats for Anthony Davis. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 15 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
It's a close game here in Brooklyn. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by McGee. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's LeVert. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. LeVert the pass to Russell. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's Russell missing. Lakers leading by 3. Pass to Kuzma. Prince with the defensive effort. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. LeVert. He nails it, and we're tied up. LeVert's got 8 points.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep, a quality shooter when given room to fire.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
A steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Allen right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Prince. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I called Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. It just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
Yeah, loitering above the rim. Hollis Jefferson with athleticism to burn.
Lakers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Outside Rondo. Kuzma against Prince. Takes the 13-footer. Allen with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Prince misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Stripped away. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Bucket is good.
Got to D him up better than that. I mean, when he's got a smaller guy on him inside, that's dinner. Barbecue chicken.
That sounds good. I love that. To the wing on the left. There's Hollis Jefferson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Prince, and Davis sends it back. Inside, here's Kuzma. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from Allen. LeVert the pass to Prince. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the way LeVert moves the ball, it's all about doing what's best for the team from his eyes.
Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. Talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was projected. But you know what? Once you get past the first or second, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me and Rosie to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was. And stolen by Russell. He kicks to Prince. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. Good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Williams, he's checked in for Prince.
One shot.
And even though Spencer Dinwiddie had a breakout year, he felt that his time was long overdue.
Yeah, and in between the injury in college and kind of being buried on the bench, he's had to overcome a lot and has always believed in himself. And he feels when matched up head-to-head with most guards, he's going to come out on top. Showed exactly why he believes in himself so much with that breakout season in 2018.
Outside, Russell. Davis in the corner from 17 feet out, and that one comes up a bit short. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Page. Got a piece of it and stolen by Russell. To the inside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet, and that's now 6 points for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Page. Dish now to Bullock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the run. And that one is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Timeout called the Lakers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Lakers making a change here. Stevenson outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And Lance Stevenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
Free throw, no good. And with Lance Stevenson, sometimes he'll pull off an improvised play, Clark, that just drops your jaw.
Yeah, he's one of the most instinctive players I've ever seen. I mean, he does do some things that could cause you to pull your hair out if you have any. But this guy is competitive, great size, and he ignites a team because he can do a lot of things to help you win.
Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now. And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Napier, he's checked in for the Nets. LeBron against Harris. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from James.
And James makes scoring look so effortless. Once he kicks it into gear, there's not much you can do to stop it.
James against Williams. Shot clock at 6. There's the pass to Napier. Williams trying to break free, and it's Napier missing. Lakers trail by 5. Stevenson outside. Pass to James. Over Harris. James, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Stevenson dishes to Bullock. Pass to James. From deep. It's tipped, but they get it back. Muscala misses. Brooklyn leading by 7. And here's Napier. He has 5. Feeds it to Williams. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Muscala. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And at this point of the season, Clark, we can see which teams have the better depth, the better bench. If you would talk about the importance of having a strong bench over the long haul.
For contending teams, I think it's a difference maker because it allows you to work through the length of the season in a more measured way, which gives your key players rest. You spread out the minutes over more players, so that tends to lend itself to freshness as you get ready for the playoffs. I don't know if you can overstate the value of a quality bench when you're a team that's expected to make a deep run in the playoffs.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that. Napier finds Williams.
For the three. And it's Napier missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Nets leading by 4. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
One shot, gentlemen.
And, you know, Spencer Dinwiddie appeared to come out of nowhere. Played in college at Colorado, got hurt right before he was drafted. But he's an outstanding competitor who does all of the little things it takes to win. I mean, you watch him play, and it's easy to see why he earns a coach's trust on the floor.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Now here's Napier. 5 points in the game. To the inside, Chandler with the steal. And here we go, LeBron heading to the hoop. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, this is just going to be a mismatch every time. LeBron just too fast, too powerful, and too big.
Brooklyn leading by 5. And for Dinwiddie, he has the sound fundamentals coaches love. Got an invite to the skills competition last season.
Yeah, he's fluid, but he's almost robotic in that he doesn't waste any movement, and that's a compliment for this guy. I mean, he's not really flashy, but super effective because he knows his game. He does a nice job blending in with his teammates.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And one thing, Clark, about the Nets, they've shown in the last couple years that they are willing to take a risk on players.
And in many cases, it's worked out for them, Kevin. They traded for D'Angelo Russell when his value was rather low, so taking a risk on players who hadn't worked out for other teams has paid dividends, and I'd throw DeMarre Carroll in that category as well for them.
Good on both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free, and they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Lakers working the ball around now. Caldwell Pope passes to Chandler. To the middle. Crafty move. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from James.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And the Nets miss again. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you.
The confidence from Hollis Jefferson to get the pass and immediately rise up for the jump shot. That's what you call real good awareness, finding his comfort zone with this team.
Bullock kicks to Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Down low. Stolen by Bullock. Got a piece of it. Williams with the steal. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They gathered some serious momentum in the second quarter, and as well as they played, it's a little bit of a surprise that their lead isn't more than 7 points here at the half. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the refs to make a call, put them in the position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Russell with it. Hollis, Jefferson, and Allen together down low. Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Lakers trail by 7. Floats it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And, you know, the athletic LeVert makes these forays to the goal and does a good job drawing fouls in the process.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Karis LeVert came into the league as a scoring wing, but has changed into a playmaker. I mean, he developed into a primary ball handler out of necessity, and it's a role he's thrived in. He attacks the defense and can finish at the rim himself or find teammates.
He's perfect from the line this time. And LeVert has described his game as constantly evolving, something backed up as his transition from wing to simply playmaker.
Yeah, he's a high character, high quality young man, and he's gone through a ton of injuries going back to his days at Michigan, getting more and more comfortable with the ball in his hands because he's a guy that can make plays, and I think his game is just going to continue to grow as the years pass.
Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty, an incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Russell kicks to Prince. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And when D'Angelo Russell is on the floor, he's looking to attack at every chance he gets.
Yeah, he's a smooth operator now. This guy has all the tools. He's best, though, I think, when he's challenging defenders and probing the defense. Such a skilled and gifted passer. He's got a nice blend of speed and has gotten stronger, which I think is really an asset for him. He can get a little streaky at times, but when he's on, you got to ride his wave because it's a good one. Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still the premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
Here's Allen. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Like that execution, Kevin. A successful possession leading to a high percentage basket.
Down low, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A., and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And Rondo, no good on that one. Well, it's been a long time coming for Nets fans, but starting this offseason, Brooklyn will actually own their own draft pick.
I hope for all Nets fans, they can avoid this situation for a long time.
Kicks it to McGee. Takes the 12-footer and hits. McGee's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Russell inside. He's covered by Rondo. Davis with some nice D. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kuzma passes to Rondo. Pass to Davis for the tie. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Russell finds Allen, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis. And he can't get the first one. Lakers last season hoped to compete, but that wasn't the case, Clark, as we saw. They'll look to do better this season.
Well, you look at last season, ended the year 11th in the West, learned about the direction they'll grow as a team, and played at a very high pace, and I can expect Showtime to be back in full swing this season and in the coming seasons.
Good on the second free throw.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
The Lakers trail. Now Rondo. McGee with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. The shot's good from McGee.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
LeVert the pass to Harris. Here's LeVert. Nets passing it around. Prince's shot is good. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to Kuzma. He kicks it to Muscala. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McGee. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December, taking a look at Boston. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, there's the Nets. Just need to take it a game at a time.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
Lakers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Makes it off the glass. McGee's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on him.
Russell against Rondo. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Boy, he's so good at creating shots in that mid-range area. D'Angelo, a difficult guy to stay close to.
Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Russell. The pass to LeVert. Off target from outside.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Kuzma. And the Lakers get it back. McGee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for McGee. 8th in blocks, 9th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. He's off on the first. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And guys, Kenny Atkinson, a coach who has a knack for player development.
Yeah, he does, and the players' improvement on this Nets team speaks to that. I mean, Atkinson has done a terrific job of improving his young players. Also gets the most out of the veterans and teaches them new skills and approaches to their game, which endears them to the players and helps his team.
LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Nets. A 2-point game. Here's Dinwiddie. He feeds it to Dudley. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
McGee in the high post. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Bullock. Dinwiddie passes to Dudley. Lets it fly. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Over in the corner, Dudley. Hits it from 3-point range. Dudley's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Stevenson. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Dudley. Back to Napier. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the basket by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
Timeout called, the Nets. Greg, as we get closer to the halfway point of the season, it's clear just how impactful LeBron James has been on this roster.
It is night and day from the Lakers of last year to this year. This is just how much adding a player like LeBron can change your team. He just does so much and opens up so many options for everyone else on the roster.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Williams comes in for Chandler. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Reggie Bullock. Davis lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And there's another one for the Lakers.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Musa with the bucket.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
Caldwell Pope finds Stevenson. Muscala, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's James, banked in off the glass. James has got 30 points.
You know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
Pass to Carroll. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. LeBron right side, and finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers. And, Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight. And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Stevenson. Hollis Jefferson. Here's Davis. Another shot, and Davis sends it back.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Davis with the bucket.
And, you know, this is what point guards should do. Dinwiddie, very good at orchestrating the offense, getting this team into good motion.
Stevenson outside. Kicks to James. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. With 1 on the clock, what a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
That's just really good clock management there. I mean, that's how you close a quarter.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team.
Hey, great job on defense of communicating, and on offense just making the simple pass. We'll get great looks. Keep making the simple pass, first open guy, and on defense, keep talking that out.
Luke always stressing, Greg, communication and defense.
I mean, when everyone's talking and playing for one another, the game gets easier.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James is out there with Davis. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Stevenson in at the 1 spot. Hollis Jefferson passes to Russell. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Yes, filling it up. Russell now shooting past his typical scoring pace.
James kicks to Stevenson. Pass to Kuzma. Los Angeles keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Caldwell Pope pushes to James.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Nets trail by 8. Russell passes to Prince. Back to Russell. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Taking the hit and still getting it to go down. Russell showing you some nice toughness there.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
So for the Nets, Allen comes in for Ed Davis. And it's LeVert in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And the Lakers also making a change. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Lance Stevenson. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He wanted his guys to stay intense. He said, if any of you think this game's over, you're wrong, and you can sit next to me. We've still got a lot of work to do. No let-ups at the defensive end of the floor. Back to you, Kevin.
The pass to LeVert. He kicks to Allen. And he drops it in from the low post. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
It's the Nets now. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And that one is stuffed right through.
And, you know, LeVert, when he's on a roll, he's like a boulder. It just keeps snowballing in a positive direction, and nothing can stop it.
Lakers leading by 4. Rondo finds Caldwell Pope. At the elbow, it's James. Can't connect from 14 feet out. The Nets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. At the elbow, it's Allen. Outside, Russell. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And the dunk by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Here's Prince. And too long on the shot. Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. LeBron, no luck.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
And slam dunk by Allen.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And stolen by Russell. And here's Prince outside. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nets?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And good that time. And it's 6 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, cashing in close, Caldwell-Pope. Showing you there, he's more than just a jump shooter.
Prince kicks to Russell. Allen outside. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And that one misses.
You know, a decent free throw shooter at this point in his career. D'Angelo has the natural stroke I think, to become one of the league's best. Shoots it very fluidly and easily.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. Good on the second free throw.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Here's LeBron. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. LeBron's got 43 points. The Nets have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Here's Russell. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Kuzma passes to James. And LeBron throws it down.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Timeout called the Nets. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in LA for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Pass to LeVert. Nets passing it around. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. James with the ball. Prince against Kuzma. Outside Rondo. The baseline J. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And he's really been dialed in here down the stretch. 5 of 7 from the field.
Russell against Rondo. Pass to LeVert. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they've put the defense on the defensive. That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Nets trail by 6. Pass to LeVert. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
The Lakers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Nice shot by Rondo.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. There's the pass to Kuzma. Back to Rondo. Passes it to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope outside. Just 4 to shoot. Over Russell. A second chance effort. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Shooting 2.
one is off.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Good on the second free throw. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 9 points. LeVert the pass to Prince. Kicks to Russell. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
He's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Here's Kuzma. Back to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. LeVert the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's LeVert. Prince in the corner. Shoots over Kuzma. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-5 run. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 6 assists here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's Russell with the drive. McGee with the block. Russell against Rondo. And got it. Another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Russell passes to LeVert. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Inside, here's Prince. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Prince has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And here's Kuzma. He kicks it to LeBron. And he's good on the 3-ball. James has got 55.
Well, he's willed this team to the lead, demanding the rock and capitalizing with ease.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Here's Russell. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Hollis Jefferson.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
It's tipped.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
Prince kicks to Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Now here's Rondo. Knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Here's LeVert. Launches a 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And LeVert showing how confident he is in his jumper, Kevin. He's got a nice soft release and is a very skilled guard.
And the Lakers call time here. They lead by 6. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Kuzma against Prince. Kuzma with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 1:41 left in the fourth. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Russell. To the paint. Here's Prince. Kuzma pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 6. It's tipped. Here's James. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron. Nets trail by 9. Russell with a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Oh, wow, talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
To the inside. Stolen by Allen.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
This is it. This one's over, folks. Too little, too late.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's covered by Rondo. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. LA's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Good, he hits again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, James. It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You'd have to say it's a long shot.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yep, this one's a wrap, partner.
They get it back.
And given how big and powerful Hollis Jefferson is, not surprising to see him utilize that strength to draw fouls inside.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 8.
And, you know, drawing comparisons to Andre Iguodala, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Hollis Jefferson, with some models to map his game after, and both of those excellent models for him.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And it's the Lakers ball. Right side, Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to James. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're down by 10. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they look emotionally spent.
And here's Harris from the arc. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from LeBron. To the middle. And it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And, Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, you know, before we started the game, you know, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. You know, we were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, you know, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did, coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.